Welcome everyone to Shredding Your Core. This is the cardio and core 9th workout, your 9th day or your 9th workout, however you organize yourself. Starting with warming up, we're having a warm up, then a little bit of a stretch, a first core session, a little bit of stretching, a second core stretching, and a bit more stretching. Here we go. Taking those knees up, touch the outside of your ankle with the outer hand. Lift your chest, pull the navel in, and stay bouncy on your knees. This is your warm-up. Bring the heart rate up, increasing your metabolism. Breathing deeply. Remember, your muscles need oxygen to work properly. Next one up, giving you a sense of cardio. High knee run on the spot. And go. Make it bouncy, make it light. Take off the floor and pull the knees hip height or even higher. Brace your core and now rotate those shoulders contralaterally, meaning the shoulder and the opposite knee is coming towards each other. Half time. Remember to run with your arms as much as with your legs. Arms are swinging, legs are picking up. 5 more seconds, go. Single squat knee, next one up, single squat knee. Starting with a squat, hands in guard, push the hips back and down, lower as much as you can. Then while coming up, bring the knee up with you. And then pull the knee up and forward. The knee is stomping forward while the upper body is leaning backwards. Brace your core, brace your abs. Halfway through, now you know the move. Now pick up the pace. Squat as low as you can. Now bring the arms overhead. And now pull the arms to the outside of your hip. Five seconds, get a few more in. Wonderful. Single lunge back, starting with your feet in parallel position. And now go, stepping backwards. Swing those arms front and back, runner's arms. Lower the back knee as low as you can on the ground. Both knees are 90 degrees. So step back far enough so the front knee is not further forward than your toes. Pick up the pace a little bit. I gotta get you warmed up. 5 more seconds. Get it down on the ground. Come into your plank position. Shoulders over hands. You have 3 more seconds to get into position, plank. And then switch lunge. Start with switching in the first lunge. Left foot or right foot coming forward. And then switch it 3 times. Hip is bouncing up and down, creating space for your legs to switch. And then after the third switch, stay, inner hand stays on the ground, outer arm is coming up towards the bent knee, and hand back onto the floor into plank, switching 3 times. Open up the outer hand, turn towards the bent knee. Come on, switch it 3 times, then open up. Bounce those hips, a little bit of hip opening and spine mobility, rotation. There you go. You're all warmed up, I hope. So let's have a little bit of a stretch. Feet double, shoulder width apart, and then turn towards your left. Come into high lunge. Keep it wobbly. We've just been warming up. So I would like you to keep the heart rate up, then lower the hands down. Keep pushing the hips down. Release the shoulders though. And then get the inner hand again on the ground and stay in rotation. Open towards the bent knee. Arms in T. Coming back to center. And then fold forward towards your left kneecap. Nose towards the left kneecap. Release the shoulders, release the head. Well done. So core and cardio, are you ready? Because we're going for some push-ups. 10 push-ups, feet or knees on the ground. Elbows wide, hand to the outside of your shoulders, finger pointing towards each other. And now widen those elbows. 10 push-ups. Count it. When you're done, left foot is coming forward and then switch to center. Bend the left knee, stretch the inside of your right leg. Adductor stretch, so the whole right foot stays on the ground. Then bend the left knee further, sit down into deep squat. Lift the right toes to the sky. Push the arms forward. Get back up. To inside, bend the right knee, left whole foot stays on the ground, stretching the adductors on your left thigh. Push the hips down and back. And then deep squat all the way, sit down on your heel, lifting the toes of your left foot this time. Wonderful, and here we go. Other side, right foot forward, turn to the right, come into high lunge. Now opening your left hip. Open your left hip, come down with those hands onto the ground. Right hand to the right, left hand to the left of your foot. And then open the outer hand to the sky. Arms in T position. Turn your chest towards the right knee. Coming back, both feet parallel, step forward a little bit, and then bend over your right knee. We're almost there. One more thing to do, and it's the mountain climbers. So when you're ready, get into your plank position and pick the knee towards your chest 20 times. That's 10 each side. Run it. Mountain climbers or plank runs. When you're done, right foot forward, step it out, come to the middle and roll up. Well done, we're ready to go. Starting our workout with boxer bounce, left to right. Here we go. Keep it easy and light on your feet. Rebound quickly. Rebound laterally or diagonally, front and back. Change sides, play with this. This is a simple warm-up for elasticity in your legs. Making you sweat a little bit. Arms in guard if you want to, though this is no kickboxing workout. We'll be back at kickboxing soon enough, don't you worry. So just play either with your fists in guard or just with the arms loose. 5 more seconds, warming up here. Pulse squats, you know the drill. You can pause the workout by pressing pause on your device, otherwise you'll have 10 seconds of rest. 45 seconds of workout, squat pulsing backwards, so sit down and back into your squat and then pulse low to mid height. Arms are overhead, thumbs are pointing backwards, extend those arms. Make your shoulder blades work, upper body contracting. Pulse it, down, 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 down. Try to get a little bit lower, you're halfway through. Though the shoulders engage, try to relax the shoulder, make it drop from the ears. We'll do a lot on our shoulders, on our wrists, and on our elbows. So every little helps. Standing, just as this one. So focusing on your core, I would like you to squat and then lift the knee again. We've done this in the warm-up, so now you can go a little bit further and a little bit faster. And I would like you, when the knee comes forward, stomping the knee forward, you lean back with the upper body as far as you can, contracting your core, pulling the navel in, narrowing your waistline. Strong core, strong center, halfway through. Go for it, keep squatting low. A little bit for the back, extending the arms overhead. And enjoy this, because otherwise we will get on the floor afterwards. We'll get on the floor anyways. So 10 seconds of rest, and then we go back into our plank. No switching dynamically, but simply stepping. Here we go. Stepping to the outside of the right hand with the right foot, then coming back to plank. You're gonna hold it if you want to in the plank for 1-2 seconds, and then step out with the other side. Or you keep it dynamically and bouncy, going up and down a little bit with the hips, and stepping with the feet. Halfway through. Now step further forward with the foot. Big range of motion, really stepping to the side of your hand and not further back. 5 more seconds. Keep going. Plank jacks with shoulder pulls coming up. If you need a rest for your shoulders, please press pause. And here we go. Start with jumping the legs out and in, like jumping jacks, but on the tips of your toes. And then lift the arm forward. Pull the shoulder blade back and down, and lift the arm to the front. When the feet are out, the arm lifts. So when the feet are wide, the arm is lifting. Now focus on your core, you've got this. Keep breathing, navel is pulling in, core is tight, center stability. You're doing this for your form, for your six-pack, for your agility, your fitness, and your fierceness. And you did it. Press pause if you need to. Otherwise, we'll come into our elbow plank. Static elbow plank. Here we go. So lower down onto your elbows. Forearms are parallel. Now press the elbows into the ground. Lift the hips, shoulder height. And now engage the whole body from your core. Navel is pulling in. Suck the pelvic floor up. Narrow your waistline, but keep breathing. Keep your neck long. Pushing the crown of the head forward. You almost got this. There's 5 more seconds to go. You got this. Amazing. Yes. Come back up. A little bit of a relaxation for your shoulders, so you can simply double jump or single jump as you like. I just want you to move standing a little bit so you can release your shoulders. So swing your arms and then jump, either double jump or single jump laterally to the sides, making sure you move your arms, your elbows, your wrists, maybe shaking your shoulders a little bit, moving in your space. So this is your cardio, getting the heart rate or keeping the heart rate up, but also relaxing your shoulders a little bit here. So breathe deeply. Make sure you take oxygen in. Wonderful. Stay standing. We'll be back soon on the ground, but first of all, we're going to be jumping, traveling laterally to the outside. So step back into a standard lunge and then jump laterally, pulsing 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and come back to the front. Change. 1, 2, 3, travel. Step forward and 1, 2, 3, step forward. Keep going. Now engage those arms. Arms are moving with you. Now 15 more seconds, challenge. Bigger movements, make bigger movements, travel further. Further to the sides. 5 more seconds, you can do this, get a few more in. Yes. Relax, shake it out, release the shoulders, plank jumps. This is core and cardio in one exercise. So get into your plank, then step forward with the right leg forward into low lunge, and then switch dynamically and keep switching. That's switch, switch, change, change. Step forward far enough with the feet to the outside of your hands. Secret here is to bounce from the hips to create space for your legs to switch. Strong shoulders, elbows are slightly bent, protecting your joint. Now you get 10 more seconds, you need to breathe it, breathe, and work through this. You made this. This is our title theme. Plank shoulder pulse variation. We're coming with a hand to the shoulder. Come into your plank position. Start with the legs. Jumping out and in with the legs. And when the legs are open, pull one hand to the shoulder. Feet are wide. Pull the shoulder. Pull the hand to the shoulder. Elbows back. Your hips and your shoulders stay centered. Core is braced. Narrow your waistline. Suck your pelvic floor in. Suck the belly in. 15 more seconds, you can do this. You gotta breathe. You gotta inhale and exhale. 5 more seconds, you can do this. Elbow pulling back. And there you go. Second elbow plank to chill this out. If you need a break, you can pause. Otherwise, here we go. So elbow plank, just as we did before. Elbows are underneath the shoulder. After this one, we're having a little bit of a stretch to then go into our showdown for a second smaller set of plank and core exercises. Halfway through your elbow plank, navel is sucking in, lift the pelvic floor, shoulders away from the ears. Now push those heels back, push the crown of your head forward. And you have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it. All right, you can have a seat. We're gonna be sitting down, stretching and opening and breathing. So this is a little interlude for stretching the hamstrings. Stretch the right leg out, bend the left knee, and then stretch over your right leg. Turn the navel towards the straight leg and then open and reach over the left knee. Exhaling, stretching over your hamstring, and now find your own pace so you can breathe it. When inhaling, reaching up and over, side bending, slightly stretching backwards into a back bend. Stretch your right leg and then sit back down and exhale. At your own pace. I would like you to breathe. We're allowed to lower the heart rate during our workouts, having a little bit of recovery during our workouts. That's totally fine. We have to recuperate, replenish our energy reserves, glycogen in our muscles, ATP in our muscles, so we can continue with a little second set of core workouts. Now stay on the right side. Just a little reminder how we want to do this high intensity interval training. If you are a beginner, you want to double the time of the workout for your rest. So we're always having 45 seconds of workout. And if you double that, you have 1 minute 30 of rest. That's for beginners. If you're an intermediate workouter, then the relationship would be 1-to-1. 45 seconds of work, 45 seconds of rest. And if you were an advanced workouter, you cut the workout time in half. That would be 22 seconds of rest for 45 seconds of workout. And up to you. Sometimes the exercises that we're doing, they're not that intense, so maybe you can go with the 10 seconds and you do not need to pause the video every time. But if we're having a sequence of very hard drills, one after the other, feel free to use this ratio, either 20 seconds, 45 seconds, or 1.5 minutes for advanced, intermediate, or beginners. And I've changed side here without even telling you. So now change side. If you haven't, stretch the left leg out, bend the right knee. And your breathing rhythm should be rather slow by now. You should be taking lots of oxygen in. So exhale, slowly bend over the left leg. And then inhale, reach up and over your right knee, stretching up and over, little back bend. And exhaling, stretching over your left leg again. So since this is a core workout mainly, I would really like you to go deep into these side bends and back bends, stretching the core, opening your front body a little bit, opening the side body. So we are ready to go for a little bit more in just a few moments for having a second set and showdown of our core exercises. All right, get ready. Are you ready? More advanced version of our elbow plank is the elbow plank with hip dips. Let's do this. Come into your elbow plank first. Keep your elbows and your shoulders strong and steady. We're simply pivoting with both feet left and right, dipping with our hips to the right and then to the left. If you want to, you can pause in the middle for 1 or 2 seconds, bracing your core, pulling the navel in halfway through. Now I want you to keep breathing, to keep the oxygen level high and allow your muscles to work properly. 5 more seconds. Come on. Side plank. This is a smaller set, so you can do this. Side plank on your left side. Full plank, then come into T first. And then wrap the arm all over and touch your calf, knee or foot, coming into an inverse V position. Your upper body is twisting with your right shoulder pulling towards the legs as much as possible. Don't forget to stretch all the way out into your perfect side plank again. Breathe it. Keep the upper foot front and the down foot back. 5 more seconds. And switch it over to the other side, side plank. Right arm is in the bottom, on the floor. Side plank first, top foot front, bottom foot back. Here we go. Side stand, T position and wrap it. Press yourself into an inverse V position at the shoulder work in here to be pressing the chest towards your legs. Keep working, keep your form. Work in extension and then fold from the hips and twist the upper body. Ten more seconds. We're having a little party here. 5 more seconds. There you go. Come on, a little bit more cardio just to get it shredding done. 3 pulses and then knee front. That's quick. 3 pulses, back and down, shifting the hips back and down, and then pulling the knee to the front. Breathe it. Now remember, when the knee comes front, the upper body is leaning backwards. Keep working your abs here. Hands can be either in your guard or engaging the upper back a little more and pressing the arms forward. 15 more seconds. You almost got this. We have one more exercise, right and left, and then you're done. Wonderful. Here we go. Coming back with our hands on the ground, this time into a down dog position. Starting with the right leg, picking up into down dog split, and then pulling the knee front towards your arms. No alternating here. We do first the right side and then the left side afterwards. So the right leg never touches the ground, but keeps working. Right leg shooting up as high as possible, still pressing the chest down into an inverse V position, down dog, and then brace the core, pull the knee up, pull the knee forward. 10 more seconds. Keep your form. Elbows slightly bent, shoulders away from the ears. And you're totally allowed to press pause a little bit, otherwise you have 10 seconds to shake your shoulders, shake your wrists, shake your elbows. Shake it. And here we go. Come into down dog position, left side now. Left side, left leg is coming into down dog split. Then without touching the ground, knees coming forward. Half plank, knee pulling towards the chest. Bracing the core. This is also your last chance for working your cardio and your core halfway through. Keep your shoulders strong, bracing the core. For 5 more seconds, work it all the way until the end. Saved by the bell. Here we go. Come into sitting, sit on your sit bones, then bend both knees in front of you, feet on the ground, then pivot the knees to the right, lift up and over with the left arm, side and back bending, just as we did in the interlude, but with one straight leg. Now we're having both knees bent, a little more chill. So just alternate, pivoting those legs over, and then come up and pull back and sideways with the arm. Arm switching, right arm on the ground, left arm is pulling up and over. You want to inhale when you reach. Stretch your front body and your sides. And then come up to standing. Stretching the sides and standing. Now push the right arm to the left. Right leg is crossing behind the left and then change sides. Left arm is pushing to the right, left leg is crossing behind the right. Make a C shape with your body, pushing the hip out. Now include the neck and the head into the stretch, also tilting the head, ear towards the shoulder. Spinal mobility and side opening, side body opening. Do one more to the right, one more to the left. And breathe deeply while you stretch, exhale. Wonderful. Stay standing, feet are parallel. Now simply open the arms to the sides. Hands are shoulder height or slightly lower. And now pull both thumbs backwards. You really want to make sure that your shoulders are dropping. So feel free to roll the shoulders backwards as much as you want. Then engage those shoulders, pull them backwards. Now if you want to free your neck a little bit more, You can simply move the head, pushing the crown of the head up, or tilting the head to the sides, or even turning the head sideways. Breathing deeply into the belly. We're stretching the arms here a little bit more because they had to work quite hard in all these plank poses. And I want you to especially release the shoulders. So relax, pushing the right palm of your hand forward now. Relaxing the right shoulder and pulling it back. Now grab your right palm of the left hand. Tighten your triceps a little bit, the back of your upper arm. Be gentle here. Big wrist stretch and then change side. Press the left palm forward. Grab the left palm with your right hand. Extend the arm fully, engaging the triceps muscle a little bit. Make sure both shoulders are down. Shoulders pulling back. And a big exhale and release it all. Perfect. Tricep stretch. Place your right hand in between your shoulder blades. Make sure your head is free. Don't push the head forward. Now grab your right elbow with your left hand. Gently push the right hand down between your shoulder blades. And now push your right elbow up. Pushing the right elbow up, slightly leaning over to the left side, creating more space in your side body. And you can now again step and cross the right leg behind your left, making a C shape again. It's a little bit tighter now, so don't try too hard. And then softly release, changing side, placing your left hand in between your shoulder blades. Make sure your head is moving freely. Then grabbing your left elbow with the right hand. Move the head. Then lift the left elbow to the sky. Reach up with the elbow. Slightly side bend. If you want to go further, no must. Cross the left leg behind the right. Again, making a C shape. Fit the whole body. Beautiful side stretch here. And then a big exhale, releasing everything. Very good. Leg stretching and still chest opener here. Grabbing your right ankle with the right hand. Make sure your shoulders are down and back. Use the quad stretch for some chest opening. Now both legs are parallel. Push the hips forward. Little contraction in the glutes will deepen the hip flexor stretch. And then release. Change side. Grab your left ankle with your left hand. Now, use this again for a little bit of a chest opening. Shoulders coming down and back. While you're pushing your hips forward, keeping your knees parallel. Great one. And big exhale, release. Step the feet parallel, fold forward, bend the knees, and let go of the upper body forward. Pull the nose to the knee, let your head go, let the shoulders go. If you want to go a little deeper, inhale, bend both knees some. Then exhale, stretch out both legs, pushing your heels into the ground. Inhale, bending the knees some. Exhale, stretch the leg out. Both heels digging into the ground. Sit bones coming up. And then stay there. Breathe it out. And then slowly roll up, though you can come down on the ground. We're having our last stretch. Scorpion to cobra twist. Come onto your belly, lie on the belly, hands up wide in T position. Then bend the right knee and twist it over until your foot reaches the ground. We're stretching our left shoulder now. Anterior deltoid, anterior shoulder stretching. So keep it gentle, don't rip anything apart. And then change side, bending the left knee, twisting it up and over till your left foot touches the ground, knee stays up. The upper body also rotates a little bit. Now stretching the front of the right shoulder, reaching the right arm out. The head can stay on the ground. And this is the first variation. We're doing 2 more, although you can stay with this first one if you want to or don't like the other ones. So second variation, arms in V. V position, a little further up. Bend the right knee, twist it up and over. Right knee is up, right foot is down. Now we're stretching the chest muscle a little bit more and less the shoulder. So you might be able to go a little bit deeper here, but again, stay soft, stay gentle. And then come back, stay in V for the left side, bend the left knee, twist the hips, come up and over with the leg. Try to touch the ground with your left tips of your toes. And now stretch out the right arm. Right chest muscle stretches. Breathing deeply. And we're having a last one, a little bit more adventurous. We're coming with our fingers to the outside of our shoulders. Wide cobra position. Now bend the right knee, elbows are bent, and now push yourself up and rotate all the way to the right side. Look towards the right side, shoulders are turning towards the right side. So this is a deep spinal rotation. Come back. On the left, fingers stay where they are. Bend the left knee. And then rotate your upper body up and to the left. Looking towards the left. And this is our last stretch. I'm so proud of you. Cardio and core. High intensity interval training bootcamp number 9. This is the last one of our first set. And I'll see you all for some mobility and stretch next time. See you there. Bye.